Hi everybody, welcome to Tor's Cash Corner, and in today's video we are going to be stuffing my bills binder, my variables binder, and really just all of my binders with the money we got today. And yeah, so it's a little bit of a wild one. I already filmed it, but I accidentally filmed the wrong intro because I thought we were doing something else in the beginning of it. So it is a longer cash stuffing, so make sure you grab your snacks and you sit down and you are ready. But yeah, let's jump into the cash stuffing. So I literally went to my bank and Gabe's bank yesterday and put the money in here, and I haven't even organized it or counted it or anything. This little bag is from Erica over at Erica's Money Moves, and she gave it in my pen pal mail that I opened this last video. I'll try and link it in the cards if I remember. And I just literally was storing the money in here because I didn't know what to do with it. So here we go. We're gonna count this together. We had gotten paid, it was like roughly around like 190 bucks for some other fostering we had done a little while ago, and I paid a couple of bills with that, and so what was left of that is 142, or it was like $140, and then I had like $2 left in my wallet. I'm pretty sure is what it was. I don't even remember exactly. But I have 142, and this came, I pulled it out of mine and Ellie's joint account, and it's from after paying some bills. I think I don't even recall what I paid. I'm not even gonna lie. I can look here and it'll tell me, but like off the top of my head, couldn't tell you. So these are all like expected. So this is a show and a half in my calendar, okay? And it doesn't probably make sense. See right here, plus 200. And then I paid this Ko-fi, I paid this gas bill, and I paid for this TV Affirm. So I guess if we're being technical, it's 200, and then we did the 31, and then we did the 15, and then we did 54, which leaves $110. And then I found a random 20 in my drawer, and I found $2 in my wallet, and I don't know where the extra 20 came from. I'm not even gonna lie. So there is that, and then on top of that, Gabe got paid, so that's, this money is the 142, and we're gonna already just start separating this, hang on. And we'll count this all together at the end, but we should have the right denomination, I'm hoping. Okay, and then I had $120, or excuse me, $920 in this pile, but I did just grab a 20 because one of our fosters is going on a date with her boyfriend, and she needed some money, and I had allocated money for the foster kids, so I gave her a $20 bill, and she said she'd bring me change back. So depending on what change I get back, that'll kind of vary, but right now we just have $900 in this, but it was 920, and I'm gonna have to mark on this that I already used 20, if that makes sense. So this is why I'm saying, like, our budget is consistently, like, I feel like it's going crazy lately. Like, I just don't even know what's happening half the time. So hang on one second. Move that from what was in gas, because there's now gas in the bank. Some stuff has changed since I wrote this budget. This is why I haven't been doing a budget with me, is because it's so crazy. So okay, this should be $900, like I said, from mine and Ellie's joint bank account, and this is from the entire month of June for the fosters that came in, if that makes sense. So we do get a stipend from them, and it's just to like help pay for housing, anything they might need. So that's why I'm saying the $20 I gave to her, because it's, I mean, without her we wouldn't have it. So I just try and help them out as much as I can, because I mean, that's what we're here for, right? Like, that's why I was put in here, or that's why I signed up for this. So Anyways, this money from that white envelope is from Gabe's paycheck. So Gabe was paid a total of $1,170, and we left in the bank $411 in the bank. It's right here. Okay, so he was paid, what did I just say, 1,170, and we left 411 in the bank. And then he also got another 50 from someone was paying him back for something else, so he got another 50 from that. And then oopsies, that was different, sorry. So 411 is in the bank, and there's 50 as well. And then he has used 20 for gas, and that was going to be the gas from the 50. So I pulled out gas money in cash. Sorry, I feel like I'm getting confusing. I pulled out money in gas, but then I realized Gabe hates when I pull the cash out. So then when his buddy paid him the 50, I just left the 50, and that is just going to cover any unexpected funds, and then the rest of gas, because that whole 50 was only supposed to be 40. So it's just kind of like buffer money. So there should be a total of $441-ish in Gabe's account. I will have to probably double check that. So from the total paycheck, we did pull out $759 from that, and that's what this should be total. And that is all going towards different bills. So I had set it up to where Gabe's entirety of his paycheck would pay the entire rent, but since we got a little bit extra from the Fosters than I was expecting, I'm just going to try and budget a different way this month, and we're just going to kind of be along for the ride. Okay, so today we should have a total of $2,237. I lied. That's a lie number. So it should be 142 plus 900, because we took that 20 and 759. So we should have a total of $1,801. So we can go ahead and add this all up together to make sure. So let's start here. We have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. So already. And then this should just be 100. Yep. Here we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60. So $360. And then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Right? 290? 190? What is it? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 190. I almost did 290. Okay, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. I don't know if that's right. That is right. Okay, so we do have $1,801 here. And then depending on what Miss Gabby brings us back after her date tonight, that'll just get stuffed back into the kids' envelope. Sorry. So, okay, we are stuffing $1,801 today in direct cash, and then I did make these in the bank placeholders. I had used these backgrounds as some of my backgrounds for some of my dashboards in my binder, but since I got new ones, I didn't have these backgrounds anymore, and I really liked these dashboards we do have that I had made, so I just turned them into in the bank placeholders. So I quickly just printed and cut them so they are not all the same, and they do not all look nice and neat how I would ever make them for somebody else, but they're just for me in my own personal setup. So I don't really care about stuff like that. Hang on, I gotta sit differently. My legs are going to sleep. Starters, we will just put in the blank placeholders for stuff that has money already in the bank, just so I know that that is done. So we will start just kind of going through the binders how I normally would, and I'll just kind of explain to you what's in here. So this binder is from Cooper over at Purely Budgets, and I won his giveaway for 1,000 subscribers, and I'm so freaking thankful for him, and I love his stuff, and I would love to purchase another binder, but unfortunately it's not in my cards right now, and so this is the only binder of his that I have. And this was my debt binder with my old envelopes, but this has now been turned into my bills binder, which I wanted it to be all along because, oh my gosh, guys, it's just so sleek. Like, anyways, all of my envelopes now have trackers in them, just so I can use the mini challenges that I have and the tinies and all of my scratchers and everything. So everything in my binder has different challenges to help me find it more fun to save money, because I felt like I was just kind of stuffing and that was it. And I didn't really even want to stuff my own bills, and I was just struggling. So I had to rechange a bunch of things. And that's why when we were sitting down kind of figuring out how we wanted to redo our budget, I was super excited that I got to like redo this whole everything, because sometimes you just need to change things up to have a want to do it again. So this, like I said, binder is now my bills binder. It's from Cooper over at Purely Budgets. He released freaking PVC. Is that what they're called? The like clear binders that I have or whatever. He released those. Oh, Gabby's boyfriend there, hang on. So this fluted, that what it's called, this fluted dashboard is from Cooper's as well. Cooper's, I will leave, oh my gosh, I will leave Cooper I will leave Cooper linked down below, and he has an Etsy, and I'll link that down below also, and that's where you can get, I believe, all of his stuff. So anyways, this dashboard is from the Remarkable Dollar, and this also was something given in the giveaway, and I just love it, and I thought it matched really well. Anyways, continuing on. So like I said, I redid my entire system, like entirely, and everything's kind of different now. So everything with like these little vellum looking dashboards that are like this and like have the colored box around them are my bills, and then everything with this mushroom type of background is a debt that we have. So or something that like we're paying back, you know, it's like a not a bill, but like a bill, if that makes sense, like a debt bill. And then I'll explain everything else in the other binders. So this binder just holds all of our monthly bills, and that's everything that we have for like the entire month. So I did not write on this paper the same way that this is organized, because I didn't have this done by the time I had this done. So bear with me if it takes me a minute. So for right now, just for now, we have $200 going to rent, and then the rest will be coming later, I guess. And so I did that in 200s, and then on here you can see I want a different challenge for this also. I just realized, hang on. Okay, on this you can see the total amount that's due for the month, how frequently it is, so if it's like a monthly, an annual, a weekly kind of thing, and then whose account it's coming out of. So the letters signify to me like this is coming out of Gabe's account. It's this total every month, right? And I know usually the dates and the date can change and vary and stuff, so that's why I didn't write an exact date on the envelopes. So yeah, let me get a challenge for this, because when I was doing this before I did this, I didn't realize that let me just find a challenge. Challenge from budgeting in a fairy tale. I hope you can see that. Okay, awesome. And then I wrote here, each coin is equal to $200, and then this will roughly equal, it's 12 spaces, so 200. This will roughly equal 2,400, and our rent is 2,395. So if we even have that $5 extra, honestly, it's totally okay. So we bring $200 here today, and I am going to use, what color should we use today? Use this cute little blue. I feel like I haven't used this in a while. Maybe I did. I don't know. Okay. So we're going to cross off one of those coins being $200, and then we're going to stuff this $200 in here. And then I did print off a bunch of these trackers, and I will be filling these out. Hopefully I will be filling these out at the end of every video when I'm done filming. If not, then I forgot. Okay. And I want to do it so that the challenge is visible back here and the money is visible up here with the dashboard. So I hope that all makes sense. And this is how it'll kind of go from here on out. So let me mark this off. Okay. And renter's insurance isn't due till the beginning of the month, and it's only $15. So we don't need to stuff anything right now because it's only the 12th. So we just paid it, as well as storage unit. And I did this one differently. This one is the storage unit that we have, and it's $140 a month. And I just did this $100 savings challenge from Angie's Finances. And I'm gonna add another challenge once we finish the 100. But like I said, that's not due till the beginning of next month. And let me switch this how I had it. This challenge is from Toria's Budgets, and this is, each icon is worth $5 a piece for a total of the $15. And okay. This gas bill we did just pay, and it has an IOU of 7, and I took the $7 that was in here, part of the, I think Gabe had a negative. That's what I did. And so I just wanted to pay back this $7 so then we can continue this tracker to be for the rest of this gas bill for the next month, if that makes sense. Okay, the water bill here this month is about $300. I'm pretty sure it's like $239. That it is this month. Oh, I didn't realize I had money in here. So it's about $300 this month, and I'm going to use this roll and save from Agape Book Club, and I'm using this as did I put another one in here? Oh gosh, I was slacking. Did I do this one? Oh my god. Okay, hang on. Okay, so I told you I was gonna try and find one of hers. So I found this Kiki one, and we are going to use this one for next month to track the total save for 200. So each face is equal $10, and yes, so this power bill is fully funded though for this month. So this tracker will be for August. Okay, let me cross this off. Okay. Every time. Okay. And then the Wi-Fi here is only getting $38, which is for half of the bill. And each one of these little flowers is equal to $6, 76, I believe, right? Yeah, 38 times 2, 76, and 6 times 12 is 72. So this one is pretty darn close. This is only $4 off, so I'll take it. So we're gonna stuff $38. Hold on. Which is about 6 of these, and then we'll have a little bit of extras. So let's get $36 or $38. I can't even talk anymore. Really quickly. And so I did that in a 20, a 10, a 5, and then 3 ones. I don't know why I was going for the 100. Let me look for some crusties. Oh my gosh, that one looks nasty. So we'll do that one. Is it 76 from? I don't know where this 20 came from. So 20, 30. Did I grab 2 20s on it? 20, 35, 36, 37. Let's do this one, 38. Okay, so this should be half of the Wi-Fi payment, and this isn't due until the end of the month, and like it's 76, like it says. So this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then only we'll do partial of 1 because it's like 6.3 is what it'd be considered. So this challenge is from The Secret Budgeter or Secret Over at The Secret Budgeter, and I love Secret. This is from Pen Pal Mail, and I thought it's super tooty, and I'm just trying to push out the last of my summer stuff. So we're going to put this over here, and I'm going to write on this at the end of these. Let me actually... Okay, awesome. And then moving onwards, phone bill is getting $83, right? And... I don't know why I didn't denominate how I was going to do that because it says cash, but it's just so I didn't pull it out. Anyways, I hate myself. What the heck? Okay, $83. So our total bill is $165. So 120 plus 45 is 165. So this challenge is from Budget with Amanda. It's her core line one. And I love this challenge. So each of these keys is worth $5. And then this one's from Erica's Money Moves. And this is her summertime. And like I said, I'm just trying to push out the summer stuff. And this will total 45, like I said, and has different denominations on it. So let's see what we can do here. To get, what is it? $83. So I'm gonna do like 50, 60. Oh, actually, let's do 20, 40, 60, 80. And then we'll just do 3 nasty ones. Hang on. Okay, 3 nasty ones. So this should be $83 here for half of the phone bill, right? 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 2, and $3. So for starters, let me see. Let's do this guy, I think. Hang on. Oops. Okay, so let's do 16 keys here to be the $80, and then we'll do $3 here to do the total 83. So here's, I hated that sound. Why did it sound like that? Oh my gosh. That sound really grossed me out. I need a Sharpie or something for that. Oh my gosh. Never please let me use that again. That was, oh my gosh, that hurt my ears. I hated that. I don't know. Okay, anyways, 16 keys here. Is that what I said? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 keys being done right here. and 3 over here for a total of $83. Awesome. And again, we'll update that tracker later. And putting this in. Okay. Awesome. So then we have car payment here, which we're only doing half of, and that's getting $98. I have money in here. I last week started this savings challenge from Budget with Maddie, and holy moly, and we needed $3 here to finish this $10. So let me see. I was supposed to bring $98 here, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll actually bring $91 here, so it's not the full 98. Does that make sense? Hold on, where is it? I'm blind. Oh, here it is. 91 we're gonna do, okay? 91. So I'm gonna grab, oh no, here. Okay, and that's our $8 here. So let's grab 90. So I'm gonna do it's a 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then I'm actually gonna see, I'm gonna keep those 5s here and we'll just leave it like this. So this should be 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, $98 here. And let's see what we can cross off. So each icon is worth $10, so we can at least cross off 9 of these. Let me see. I'm going to use this side of this Sharpie because I don't want to ruin this. So we're going to do a 1. Yeah, a 1. We'll do this one as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then next time, when we get $100, we'll do this last dress icon, and that'll be $100 already done for that. And the full bill again is $196, so almost $200. That's why each of these is worth $100, just because it's just going to be easier for me to try to have $4 extra than just find a tracker like that, if that makes sense. So did I say this tracker is from Budget with Maddie? So yeah, I love this tracker, and I wish you could feel textures on YouTube because that would be amazing. So $98 going to car payment. Awesome. And then car insurance, we left this in the bank and it's $75. So here's where I'm going to use one of these in the bank ones. I don't really care about this one because it's a Gabe's bill. So if this, okay, this is $75 in Gabe's account right now. Hopes, right? And the tracker I have in here currently is from Michelle over at the Cafecito Budget, but we will save this one to use for next month's bill. Do you see these slippers? And each slipper is worth $15. So we will save that for next month, just so I don't use it all right now. Because I didn't even really stuff anything. Okay. So in the bank is $75 for car insurance. And then subscriptions, like I said, I did pay my Ko-fi membership, and in here was $10. I think it was like $13. So I took the $10 from here, and we ended up taking the 3 from here. So there is, the only subscription coming up is Spotify, and I have this $30 gift card from our foster, and she said I could use it for, she uses our premium as well. And she's going to be with us for quite some time. So she said I could use this. So that is going to cover this month's bill, which is $20. And then next month, I'll just need to bring $10 in for that, if that makes sense. So nothing will be added to subscriptions right now. We're going to come back to Prime Annual, but I do want to roll to see what we need to save for. We need to be saving at least $15 a month starting last month. So I already owe $15, and then we need to pay $15 for this month, but I just want to make it funner for myself, so we're doing it this way. And this is from Cooper over again at Purely Budgets, and I love this challenge. It's so freaking cute. Okay, so let's get 2d6, and then we're going to roll, and then we'll save that next week, if that makes sense, plus the 15 from June for last month, yeah. Okay, and I'm going to do it how I used to do it, and the mushroom one is for the top, and the black and white one is for the side. I don't know, I think that's how I used to do it. So we got a 1 and a 1, which is this watermelon for $2, so we're going to just put a little heart here. And we'll roll one more time. a 6 and a 1 for this shell being $4. So that's a total of $6. So that'll work out fine. Okay, so I'm gonna write down that next week we need to bring $6 for, grab a sticky note, sorry, for next week's Prime Annual. A total of $21. So we'll just need $21 next time we stuff this binder, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to put this here. Put this here, and that should be dry. Awesome. Okay, and that is everything for this binder. So that's the entire bills binder. Continuing onwards, this binder, yes, yes. Okay, this binder is now our debt binder, and I got this binder on Amazon. If I can find it, I'll link it down below, but I'm not sure if they have it anymore. And then this dashboard with it is from Angie's Finance, and again, I got this from Cooper's giveaway, and I just thought the fire is giving me like freaking, I don't know, debt scares me, so, and fire scares me sometimes, so I don't know, it just in my head correlates. So this is now my debt binder, and again, everything in here will have a mushroom dashboard, and then some of them have how much they are and some of them don't, because I need to rework my snowball debt payments down because I want to add Gabe's in some of them. So some of them don't have totals yet or whose account they're coming out of because I'm not sure as of right now. So for this, I know it's $25 minimum a month. So I paid my minimum this month, and then I had a little bit in Sunday savings that was assigned to this credit card, and I just paid it all. So I think my payment this month was like $30 or something like that. It wasn't very much. So I paid my minimum here. And then this one also has a minimum of 25. That's why these challenges are 25. So this challenge I was going to use originally to pay for both of them, but I just figured I would just tackle this for this one, if that makes sense. And this credit card is going to get the minimum right now, which is 25. So I want to scratch this and see. So I know we were supposed to bring 5. So we did in fact bring the 5, and I brought the full 20. And I want to see if we can count this out. So these are the money that I took to add to the total for here. So 7, 8, 9. So see where I said it was $30. That's crazy. Okay, so let me scratch another one of these. Yeah, there should be still $26 on here to be able to scratch. Okay, so we have 5, so we're at 10. I don't want to scratch this one. Oh, we're at 16. Oh my gosh. Okay, so hang on. This is 22, so we literally just need a 3, right? Dang, okay. Yeah, there should be still $26 on here to be able to scratch. Okay, so we have 5, so we're at 10. I don't want to scratch this one. Oh, we're at 16. Oh my gosh. Okay, so hang on. This is 22, so we literally just need a 3, right? Dang, okay. Yeah, there should be still $26 on here to be able to scratch. Okay, so we have 5, so we're at 10. I don't want to scratch this one. Oh, we're at 16. So I just do 9, 10 for 19 plus 6 for 25, and then just do this 6. I'm so stupid. I suck at math sometimes, but I don't want to talk about it. So I'm going to mark off the ones that we are doing and leave one of the 6s. Gosh, I don't know why I didn't think about that. And there is our 25 for this challenge, and then we just have that 6, and we'll do another scratch off the next time. So I'm gonna stuff this in here. Hang on. I hope these are all dry. I'm tired of staining my envelopes. Okay, and then continuing on, let me mark this off. I don't think I did. Okay, this was another big reason why we decided to start doing our budget a little bit differently. Gabe's credit card payment has now been bumped up. So it was like 30, and then we started using it more. Then it went to like 75, and then it went to like 90. Now his monthly minimum is $200. So that's a chunk and a half for us. I feel like that's like a large amount for us. And I am now going to use this, or just different scratch and saves to get the total amount for the month, and then we're going to use this one. So the scratch and save we're currently using is from Toria's Budgets, and it's from some Happy Mail that I opened in the Happy Mail, and I love it so much. And then this is from Dying Outlaw Games and Budgets, and then each little drink is worth $25 up here. And this will total the $200 that we need. So I'm actually going to save both of these for next month because we left a full $200 in the bank, and I don't know why I didn't come and check this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and $16 in here. I did not know that. Okay, let me condense this really fast. Well, I can, I guess. So we have $16 in here, and this is from, I believe this is from the challenge that was in here before, and I can't even think of what challenge it was. I'm not even gonna lie, because we just scratched the 7. So I did not bring the $7 exactly, but I did leave $200. So I feel like that's gotta count or something. So on this, I'm gonna write really fast because I am gonna forget. So then we're gonna have an in the bank of $200. Okay, and that is fully funded for the entire month. So once this gets pulled out of his bank, I will pull pretty much with every bill right now. So I'm going to do that the same way, just because this gets pulled out, well, it should have already gotten pulled out actually today. But for the sake of this video, and for the sake of that, I'm not 100% sure because I didn't check his bank account today. There should be $200. If not, it's getting pulled out. It should be today or tomorrow that his credit card payment is getting pulled out. So that is going to that. And then we have Gabe's care credit here. Hang on. And I was going to talk about this when we got to the rave binder, but I'll kind of touch on it here. Gabe's care credit card, excuse me, payment is only a minimum of like, I want to say it's like $75 or $100 a month. I don't even remember. It's not very much. And then we looked at the balance on the card. Oh my gosh. I'm talking about, we looked at the balance on the card. I want to say it was Sunday day. We looked at the credit card. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad. So we looked at the credit card on Sunday day. I don't even remember what day it was. Okay, we looked at the credit card during the daytime, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna like rework my I'm gonna rework my budget in Snowball, and I want to add your care credit in so we can start paying that more. And that's why we were paying the extra $40, right? And so I did the math, and for the total of like his current, like what he has currently due on the card at that time, to pay it off within like, I think it was like 9 months or 8 months, it was to pay $213 a month. So I made this dashboard, I put $213 because that's what it was supposed to be. And then guys, I'm not even joking, within like the 8 hours, our cat ended up getting a pyometria. And if you don't know what a pyometria is, you can definitely go and Google it, because I'm sure like there's a more medical correct answer, but it's essentially like a cat's inside, like hoo-ha area gets filled with pus, and then the pus starts coming out, and well, the pus was actively coming out of her, and she was like non-stop licking. And we've had another cat who has this, and if you don't treat it soon enough, the cat will die because of sepsis. Worst nightmare is sepsis, because can you imagine that bill? So we took her to the vet, and we put a large chunk on Gabe's care credit card, and then we took money from our rave envelopes, which I know I probably shouldn't have done, and I should have had more of a pet emergency kind of savings, if that makes sense. I probably should have, and I am kicking myself in the teeth for it now. But we took from the rave, and our rave has significantly depleted. And I'm gonna have to fix that, and hopefully I'm hoping that with this extra income from the foster kids that I'm able to replenish that here within the month. So I have currently some large IOUs in there, and we're just gonna continue filling the rave binder like they're not there. Okay, so this says $213 a month. His minimum payment is not $213 a month. This is just what I'm going to just continue paying right now, even though I know we just added like $400 more onto this credit card than it was. But we're just going to try and pay $213 right now, because between this credit card and this credit card, that's already $400. So that's a large amount of money for us. So I guess long story short is we're going to be stuffing $107 in this envelope right now, and that's for about half of this payment, if that makes sense. And I did not realize that there was money in here. So let us find out what's in here. There's $20 in here. Oh my gosh, this is one that I was doing the math. This math does not math to this. This should be 12, 13, 14, 15. but there's a 20 in here, so I'm not sure if I just didn't have change and I just exchanged it. But this will total for $36, and we're going to be stuffing, what did I just say? 107. So let me do 107 minus 20, because now we don't need the full that. Well, I guess it'd help. 87 can go in here now. So let me get 87, and we are going to save this challenge. We're going to save this challenge for next month, and then just cross them off with black Sharpie. Does that make sense? So I rolled for the rest of the numbers, and I was just going to like cross them off, but we'll just play this as a normal roll and save for a total of $36. And I'm going to use this bunny one to total the 200. I think this will be 215-ish, maybe more. I don't remember how many are on here, but this is from Cash Money Budgets, and we're going to use this to track the full payment amount. So being paid here, I said, is what? 87. So let me grab my pen. Actually, 87. Awesome. Okay. So let me see. How did I do this? I had it in 100. Well, I guess if we just need 107, it doesn't. I can put this 20 back, right? And then just do 5. 6. Do this one. I don't know. I'm not finding too crusty of ones. So, with $87 being added and having 20 here, we have $107 here. So let us cross off muchos of these space lost planets. So hold on. 1-ish, 22-ish. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20, and then this is 105, so we're just gonna do like a little underneath. So there's 107 in here, and next month, oh yeah, next check we will just add a little bit more in here. Let me update this tracker really fast, and then I'm going to put this away, and we're gonna move on to Ellie's care credit, which her care credit is being it got sent to, what's that called? Like it's in deferment. Is that what it's called? No, not deferment. I don't know what it's called, but she doesn't have access to her care credit card anymore. And we're just trying to pay off like a settlement of, I think it's like $500 or something like that, maybe 600. And so we're just paying $75 until December. And I think in December we pay like $12, and that's like our final payment. So I had like set it up, like contacted them or whatever, and essentially like was like, I don't want you to send me to collections. Will you please work with me on a payment? And I was able to get my payment down to $75 a month for her. And yeah, so long story short, also I didn't realize, I don't know why I should have done a budget with me. I should have checked what was in here. So let me see. So this is Reynolds Budget's little chicken coop one, and I had this in my Sunday savings, and that's where this 15 came from, and I just put it in here. And so each flower here from Amanda's is worth $5, and I wasn't going to finish doing this until like I finished this tracker. But I just realized if we're adding, oh, I had only 38 being added. Oh, because we're only doing half. Okay, so 38 minus 15. We only need $23 in here, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 of those. So 17. Okay, so we're gonna call this tracker done, because technically if we were to stuff the, oh, what did I just say? What, sorry? 23. So if we have 15 here, we only need 23 to fulfill the 38, which is half of the, okay. So 75 can't be cut in half, so that's why I just round up from 37.5 to 38. So half of this is being stuffed today, and I didn't realize we had the 15. So if we were to finish this challenge off like this, we would be adding the $6 and then getting another challenge. And I don't know where I was going with that, but anyways, we're going to call this challenge done because it saved at this 15, and then plus the 6, which is what? This saved us a total of $21. So if we were to add that total, it's going to be 38. Does that make sense? So I'm going to call this challenge done. And we're going to move on to this challenge to just save the entirety of the total. Does that make sense? So hang on. So we need a total of $38 in here, and I've been meaning to save this $10. So this is my chance. So I'm going to put this $10 here, and then I'm going to grab 35. Guys, I'm struggling by saying today. Oh. Okay. 35. And let me see. 36. 37. 38. Okay. Okay. So $38 being added to Ellie's care credit, which is half of the payment. So let me write this down. Going in here, and we're going to cross off some flowers. So each one is worth 5. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And then that one will be when we get to 40. Does that make sense? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, okay, that's right. Sorry, I just needed to make sure. Okay, so there is this challenge all up to date. And we will continue onwards. I hope this makes sense and I haven't been so confusing, because I feel like I'm even confusing myself at times, which is terrible. The TV Affirm was just taken out at the beginning of the month, and that is why the July challenge is now going to this, because by the time we finish the July challenge, it'll be time to pay this. So we will get into that, and I'm going to have to cut this video in half, and so Happy Mail will not be included in this part of it. Anyways, the iPad Affirm was just paid, why did I just blink? The iPad Affirm was just paid on the 8th, so just a couple of days ago. So this had, I think, a couple of bucks in it, and I took it out. So we are starting this challenge after all of that. Let me see. Okay, continuing on. Sorry, I thought I had maybe forgotten something, but I did not. Oh, this also got pulled out of his account already, because he bought those. Okay. It says mints on here, and that's just like the neuro mints that we get, and I just budget that out monthly, and it's $30. We buy like a jumbo pack at the end of every month, and I had left $30 in his bank, and he in fact used that, and I just realized there's money in this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's see. This is for Gabe's personal loan, and we used it together to like get the down payment for our house, so I'm helping him pay it back. So it's $214 a month, and I didn't realize I had money in here, so we have $21 in here. So let me hang on. That 21 came from this challenge from Cooper over at Purely Budgets, and then I am using this tracker to save, and each cherry pie is worth $10, and this is from my Ko-fi actually, so both of these are free on Ko-fi. Okay, so I did not realize we had $21 in here, and it needs a total of 214. So I don't know why I wrote 216 here, because it's definitely 214. Yeah, I used to pay 107, so half of it to Gabe directly, so it's definitely not 216 that it says here. I think I was just rushing. Okay, so let's see. 214 minus 21. We're only going to pay 193 to that today. So let's see. 100. Let's do 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 1, 2, 3. Let's check this, because if I can condense this, let me see. Okay, so this should be 214. So we have 100. Oh, I just don't know why I didn't. Hang on, guys. Let's just. Okay. So we have 100, 210, 1, 2, 3, and 4 for $214 going to this. And this challenge, like I said, is how I got the $20. So I'm actually going to leave this in here. And I guess that's the whole amount, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91. Oh, this is only for $100. Oh. So each cherry, or each pie then should be equal to 20, right? Yeah, excuse me. So I think I meant to write each was worth 20. Okay, so if we have the full amount in there, there should be all cherry pies crossed off on here. So I'm gonna erase these two, and we're gonna use this for next month, if that makes sense, because I don't want to cross off all two right now. And I'd rather cross them off half and half, if that makes sense. So we will save this challenge for next month to properly allocate for that, if that makes sense. Okay. So the full loan amount though is in here now, and that's not due, I believe, until next week. So let me cross this off here. And we only saved, what was it, 193. So let's write that down. Okay, continuing on, Gabe's IRS had money in here and I did not realize. And we left money in the bank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna trade these dollars out for this 5 actually. And we're gonna put this challenge back in here. And we will use this for rollover for next month. Okay, and then in the bank right now, it has the full 50 though. So we're going to write that down to make sure we can signify that we already have that in there. And that's also included with Gabe's flight right here. So let me write another in the bank for 50. And we're going to use the cash that's in this one as well. Oh, I don't think I said that. This challenge is from Reynolds' budget as well. And it's free on her Ko-fi. And then this challenge is from Toria's budget, and it is not free on her Ko-fi. It's for pen pal mail, but she does have a bunch of super cute freebies on her Ko-fi. So I'll be sure to link her down below. So we'll just use this challenge as rollover for next month, if that makes sense. Let me write this down really fast. These are going to be receiving in the bank placeholders of $50, and then we'll just roll over the cash for next month when we start stuffing in the next way we're going to do it. So I'm going to mark both of these off, and that should be all the money that's in the bank. Now that yeah. Oh, well, I'll use this one for gas in the bank and just kind of update it as we go. So like I said, he had 50. We're going to do this so I can remember. So he had 50, and then he used 10 yesterday, and then he used 10 today. So we're down to $30 here in the bank for gas. So this is going to be for the in the bank for the gas one when we get to that. Okay, continuing on for this binder though, Ellie's debt. This is for she has Ansema is what the debt collector is called. I could not even think of it. And so this is paying for that. So that's why I have no information about it yet. We just got information about it like this week. But I will be using Cooper's challenge from over at Purely Budgets to do this one. So she doesn't have anything like that right now, like due immediately. So I'm not gonna stuff this today. I don't have any immediate debt one, and this is for it'll show up on my on my papers as NCR, and it's a payment I'm just trying to pay back monthly for something that I got. And long story, but we have a couple of dollars in here as well, and I'm just using this challenge from Amanda, and it's her little Care Bear scratch and save. So there's $5 in here right now. Okay, so continuing onwards, Ellie's BSU gets paid at the beginning of the month, so this is not needed right now. And then okay, so this is for my student loan that I'm currently trying to pay back. And well, it's direct, not my student loan directly, but my physical school, paying my school back, if that makes sense. And that's what this one is for. But we both also have, and that's what these debts are for. We both also are paying back direct student loans, like federal loans. So that's also what these are for. So you'll see those be stuffed at different times. Ellie's gets paid at the beginning of the month anyways. So I already paid that, and her minimum for her student loan is $75, and currently I'm on a deferment to where I'm paying nothing. But who knows, the big orange man might have something different to say about that, and so I might have to start paying that back. So I'm nervous for that. But anyways, this is directly, when it says BSU on it, it's directly paying that university back, whereas the debt is directly paying the federal loan back, if that makes sense. So this payment is $100 a month, and it's for about how much is $3 grand ish? So I'm paying this back for about the next 2.5 years, and I'm barely on month 5. I'm paying it back for 30 months, I think, or 33 months is how they split my bill. And it's for $100. So long story short, this is getting $50 today. That's for half of the payment. Like I said, it's due at the end of the month. I believe on the 30th or something like that. I don't know. We got some time. But I'm going to use this challenge from Budget with Amanda, not the other one, sorry. And each crock is going to be worth $5. So we're going to cross off, how many, sorry? 10, right? Okay. We're going to be crossing off 10 of these little stars, okay? So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And so then next time we will just cross off the rest of them. So $50 going to that, which is awesome. I hate this payment. I'm not even going to lie. Oh, I had one in here. Okay, so we are going to do this. Okay, $50 going to my school, old school. Well, I hate that. Okay, I wish we didn't have to pay for education like that. And what sucks is that, like, I don't even use my education like that anymore. Like, I don't know. Okay, this is for game chairs. This is not getting anything. And I have this in debts because this is something that I'm gonna put on my Affirm. And so like the iPad Affirm and like the TV Affirm, it's going to be its own bill like that. But this is just from what I've saved from savings challenges, and I did take $23 out to pay for something that the kids needed, and so it only has, I don't know, it only has like $13 in here. I don't think it has very much money. And then I need to pay $5 for the roll that I did on here, if that makes sense. So that's not getting anything today. But anyways, continuing onwards. Okay, we still have quite a bit of money and it's crazy. Oh my gosh, I just realized I forgot this is a subscription. Okay, hang on. I just saw these and I forgot that they are considered subscriptions. I didn't total them together. Okay, so on here I forgot I have HP Plus and then I have Xbox. Those are both subscriptions, and so we're going to do, it's 20 and then it's 15, so we're going to be stuffing a total of 35 in here today. So we're going to do that as a 20 for the Xbox and then 15 for HP, which this is only, what did I do? No, let's see if I can. Okay, this 15 is only half of the payment for HP Plus. It's not the full amount because it's not due till the end of the month as well, so that's just partial of the payment for that. So let me cross these off. I was so confused. Okay, maybe it just looks like it's a lot more money because of the dollars. Okay, sorry. So that's for reals, all of the bills for the month, like that. The rest is kind of variables, but also not variables. I don't know how to explain it. Well, you'll see. Okay, so this is now my variables binder, and we are using Amanda's Care Bear dashboard that I got from her Etsy. Okay, Victoria Hulk. This is Amanda's dashboard from her Etsy. It's her Care Bears one, and I love this dashboard, and I thought it just went really well with the theme of this binder. So all of my variable expenses have this dashboard, florally dashboard on them. And yeah, so this is the first time I've budgeted out groceries in a long time. So we had a mix up with some of our stuff for foster kids, like food payment wise, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain this. And so we won't be able to get grocery money, like the large amount that I usually get, until the end of the month, I'm pretty sure. So this is just for a couple of groceries that we can get, and it's just $50 going in here. And in case the payment comes through earlier than expected, then we just have 50 random dollars in there. And this savings challenge that I will be using after we go through that 20 is from Teacher Mom Budgets, and it's her July pen pal mail. And I just want to use this for this month's like having extras. So this will be done in next week's video. We'll tackle some of those. But direct budget for that was $50. So yeah, household is getting $90. And yeah, I have a challenge on here that I wanted to use. Okay, so usually for our household, like laundry and like stuff like that, like detergents and stuff, it's about $60 just for me, Gabe, and Ellie. So I'm adding an extra 30 in there just so we can get a larger detergent for the kids clothing, because we use a different detergent for the daycare kids and like the foster kids, just because I have really sensitive skin. I have to use a certain detergent and it can be more expensive. So to be able to get a larger bottle of something that's not as expensive as my detergent, I'm gonna just be adding $30, so then we can get them their own laundry stuff. And then like they also have been going through toilet paper like crazy, and just get a couple more household things. So our budget for household used to be $60, but I now bumped that up to $90. So we're gonna use this challenge by Budget with Maddie from their Mean Girls collection, and I just love this collection. So that's why it's like kind of everywhere. So household is getting $90, and I had this in 20s and then 10s, but as you can see, we're running low. So I'm going to do the best I can here. So we're going to do 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. We'll save that. Let's do, hold on. There should be $90 here. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and $90 going into household. And then I do have a couple of dollars in here already. Is this two? Yep, I have $2 in here already. So I'm gonna need a new little thing. Okay, let's cross off almost all of these. So we're gonna do one. So on this specific challenge, there's only a 10 left, and then on this challenge, there's a couple more. So we'll use both of them to kind of interchange, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna put this 90 in front of the $2, and we'll just use that kind of as a buffer, and then we'll stuff this back here. Okay, perfect. And then moving on to toiletries. So this is like toothpaste and like shampoo and like body wash and any other like personal toiletries like that come from this envelope. And so we're stuffing $50. So we actually, this challenge only saves 20, so we're not going to be using this one today. This is from Budget with Jordan, by the way. We're going to be using this challenge. That's what I was looking for. And I usually don't budget toiletries like this, but I noticed again with the kids that stuff is just, I never thought stuff like this would deplete this fast, but it's depleting quite fast. So I'm just trying to ensure that we have a little bit of extra. And if we end up not using this money, then I'll just reallocate it somewhere else, or I can leave it until we do need it, you know. And like Ellie and I really need deodorant also, so that would be sick. Okay, so we're doing $50 in here, and this challenge again is from the Mean Girls collection. And this one's Cooper's from Purely Budgets. This is his design. I just realized this is in different denominations. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. Right? Yeah, that should equal 50. I'm hoping. All right, because we got 13 plus 14 plus 15 plus 8. $50. Awesome. Okay, just want to make sure. So we have $50 going into toiletries challenge. Okay. And then cats is not getting anything right now. We just got some cat food. I am gonna need to get a litter here soon though. I put these in all types of wonky. Okay, this challenge is from my Ko-fi. It is free on my Ko-fi. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're free on my Ko-fi. And then I'm using this challenge to keep track. I would love to have like $100 in here. So this is just a $50 tracker. So we have $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8 in here. And we, like I said, we do need some litter. But we'll see. So this might not be here next time. We'll see. Okay. This gas one, like I said, is gonna have this in the bank holder. Okay. And then smoke is getting $20, and I think this challenge saves for 24. Yeah, which I do want to save the 24. I just don't want to allocate fully 24 right now. So this one's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. And this challenge is from Budget with Amanda, and I'm pretty sure there's a freebie on her Ko-fi. Like I'm 90% positive. I hope you've been able to see this whole time. Okay, and so let me get $20 for smoke, which is this singular 20. Awesome. Not right now going to put anything in fast food, but I want to. So we'll see. I might come back to that. Movies is not getting anything right now. Let me swap this how I've had everything else. Okay. Fun is not getting anything, but I did take $1 from this yesterday so we could get a soda at the gas station. Pet Bet. This is the one that I wanted to have bulked up, but we do not. And I'm surprised I even have any money in here because I should have just taken it. But yeah, I have a little bit of money in there. We'll just leave that as it is. Anyways, Ellie's personal is not getting anything right now. My personal's not getting anything. Gabe's personal, however, oh, he has some money in here. No. He is getting a haircut, and him and Kiddo are going to get a haircut here this week. And we are going to leave this $3 in as rollover, but he is getting they're each getting $50. I allocated $100 for each haircut, so, or $100 total for haircuts. So we're gonna add this 50 in here, and I did that, I don't know if I hope you saw that, 20, 40, 50 in Gabe's personal, because that's how much his haircut alone is. And then I think Mr. Rocco's getting a kid's haircut, but the style he asks for, I have a feeling it's not going to be charged as a kid's haircut. So our buddy who does Gabe's haircut, it says on his online price that it's 25 or something for a kid's haircut. It's our buddy. I like have him tip about $10 is what I usually allocate for that. So in total for that, it would be about like $90. So I just rounded up to 100 just to be safe. So they each would have the, if we have extra, then I'll just reallocate it somewhere else, if that makes sense. Okay, for Happy Mail, I had been noticing I needed to start budgeting so I could send out my happy mail or my pen pal mail for the month. So this is what this is for. It's about 12 bucks a month. So I don't, it's varied. It's been like I've spent like $10 and I've spent like $12 and I've spent like $20, so like, or $15, excuse me. So I'm using this challenge from Becca Can Budget, and we'll see, it totals 15. So let's see if we can get just the 10 that we put in for right now. Okay, 4 and 3 for 7. 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Okay. So we will just need to save for these two next time, which is awesome. And this I don't need until the end of the month. Like I don't send my happy mail until like the very last week of the month. So we have a little bit of time for that. So that's why I just did 10. Okay. And this is where I'm going to put Rocco's $50 for his haircut. It's a little worse. Okay. So there's $50 going for Rocco's haircut, and I need to get, I didn't think I was going to need an expense tracker, but it looks as if I do need an expense tracker in here, so I will add that. So that's everything for the variables binder. We will now jump into this portion because that's where this money's going now. I don't mind the cat hairs on this. I dropped this on the floor. Anyways, this is for the July challenges, and I have money allocated towards this. So we will do this first. It's a total of $40 going into these challenges, and these challenges are from Amanda. The Toy Story themed ones are, but we will be starting with this section of the binder first. So this challenge can be found on my Ko-fi. It's a couple page downloadable one. And yeah, so we have $5 in here already, and this week we are going to be adding $10. Is that what I put? Yep, $10. And this is going to so it was, I don't know what I'm going to allocate this to now, but it was going to Gabe's, the $40 for Gabe's extra care credit payment, but now I don't really know what to assign this to. I didn't go through this binder. We'll see. Okay, so we'll get our $10 here really quick. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and $10 going to this challenge. Okay, so this should have a total of $15, and we're going to cross off this challenge. Okay. And let me know what you think I should assign this to now, because I genuinely I'm struggling busing it right now. I don't know. Maybe I'll have it towards an extra towards raves. I guess that wouldn't be a terrible idea, just because I don't have anything assigned like that to raves anymore. I'm just kind of doing what we can here and there. Okay. That is my July one. And then continuing on with this July one, this is from Toria's Budgets. And I assigned every cheeseburger to be $2. So we are adding another $8 into this for this week. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 going into this challenge. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and $8. And this challenge, hold on. Okay, this challenge is going to my HP Smart and then the next subscription rollover. So we already added $15 from there. So with this 16, that makes the full amount. So whatever we save from here on now is going to the next subscription in line, which I believe might be HP Plus is right here. The next subscription after that is Canva. So after this, we'll be saving, I believe, for Canva. So that's cool. Okay, so $16 in Toria's Budgets challenge, and I love these ones. I'm using hers for this quarter. So last quarter, I used Norelli's Budgets group challenge for this part, and we used from April to June's, and now from July to September, we're going to be using Toria's Budget. So I really liked hers this month. They were super cute. Okay. And then continuing on now with all of Amanda's. So flipping the binder this way. Okay. This is her group play, and this is assigned to Gabe's Wells Fargo credit card, and this is just an extra payment. So let's see. Where did this $3 come from? What the heck? Because I already have the 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 6. Why is it split like, oh, maybe I just pulled it out weird. What am I talking about? This should be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is $10 from last week. I don't know why that was split weird like that. That freaked me out. Okay, and like I said, this is going to Gabe's care credit as an, I don't know if I'm going to do it as an extra payment or if I'm just going to do it to like help bump up that payment, which we're already bumping up from the original minimum. So we will see. But this again is from Budget with Amanda. She plays this on her Sunday savings. This specific version of these challenges are not available, but she does release them at the beginning of every month. And I've realized that they're only available for like that first week. So I love these challenges. I've been playing them since she released them back in April when I started my channel, and I love them. They're so much fun to me. They give me a reason to like just even essentially why I started this whole thing. So anyways, she does roll a D4 every week, and you watch on Sunday savings, and then you stuff accordingly. So we this week got a total of $6 with 2, 2, and 2. And does anyone know what those angel numbers mean? Because I thought that was really cool. So let's get $6 here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and $6 going to this challenge for a total of $16 going to Gabe's Wells Fargo credit card. And I am going to watch already tomorrow to see what we're saving here. So I know I'm a little bit behind on this, but that's just because the way I released my videos last time, I was just so behind on editing. So that's just how it got. That's just how it got done. Okay. Okay, continuing onwards, I now allocate $16. That's how we got the 40. I just allocated $16 for the rest of the games in this book. And that's just because I only allocate $20 between Amanda's monthly now. So we can do that. Hang on. I want to save this 10. Hang on. So let's see. We have, actually, yeah. So we have 10, 11, 12. Well, let's do it all in one. I'm not sure what I want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and $16 here. Okay. $16 to be played amongst these 3 games. So we have this or that. Let me grab this or that. Hang on. Let me clean up my space a little bit. Jiminy. I'm the only person I think I've seen who's done Buzz, and I cannot believe it. I feel like a strange child. I don't know. But anyways, I love me some good Buzz. It's okay. I am also going to be the first one that I've seen to pick Mr. Rex. And I love Slinky Dog. Do not get me wrong. I love Slinky Dog. I think he's so cute. I used to have a Basset Hound, which is like what they're mimicking, right? That's what Slinky Dog is mimicking, like a wiener dog or like a Basset or whatever, right? I'm pretty sure he's a weenie. And I used to have one, and I love those dogs. But as I have grown older, I have become more anxious, and I have become more like Mr. Rex here. And I love dinosaurs, and I go and hang out with dinosaurs, and I rave with dinosaurs. And I don't know, as I've grown older, I love Rex. And Gabe even has a shirt that says like it has like a Rex on it, and it says like, oh my gosh, like anxiety, like I have the anxiety of Rex or something like that. I don't even remember what the shirt exactly says. So I'm gonna go with Rex on this one. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm just a weirdo, I guess. It's okay. I don't mind it. Anyways, so I'm gonna pay $1 for Rex. And of course, I'm gonna go with Pizza Planet versus Owl's Toy Barn, because who in the heck would go to Owl's Toy Barn when he's kind of scary? I'm not gonna lie. I've been saying he's been kind of like pedo-y. He's kind of creepy. He gives me weird vibes. And I also have a Pizza Planet shirt, so how can I not represent Pizza Planet here? Like, come on, dude. Also, I realized this month we're not saving a lot here. So this is only $4. But this is going to my Ko-fi memberships, and I already paid for this month, so this is just going for next month, just for a little boost. It's not too much. Or maybe I'll get a new Ko-fi membership. Who knows? Because I'm not struggling to pay the $15 right now. It's just I needed to allocate this to something. So that is it for this or that this week. So we did only save $2. And then next week we'll do these 2 as well. I'm try not to look, but it's kind of hard not to. Okay, so that's it for this or that. Okay. And then continuing onwards, we're gonna actually do Escape the Tank first, because we've had this challenge since June and I'm still trying to finish her, but she has saved us a good chunk of money. So I did condense this a tiny bit. And that's how this 20 got here. So we are going to roll a D6 with Miss Ariel. Hang on one second. Miss Ariel is here. Okay, let's hope she holds her balance today. Can you guys see this? Let me put this more in the middle. Hang on. Can she like, hi everybody? I'm gonna cut that out. Anyways, let's roll this D6. Ready and go. 4. So we don't count the ones that we've already crossed off. Okay, so we're doing 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, okay, I get super confused here. This is times 2. So does that mean I times 2 by 4? So like 8, or like what? Because I think last time I don't even know what I times 2. I don't remember. So like, I'm gonna do, because if I do 8, that's like almost half the monies. I'm gonna roll a D4 and we'll roll we'll stuff whatever that says. How about that? I won't times it, but and that way if it was meant to be a 4, then it'll be a 4. Sorry, I couldn't find it. Okay. 2. Okay, well it's still times 2. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I pendeja, I should have just done the $4. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Ignore me, guys. Sometimes I just don't even. Okay, I am gonna write 4 here though, which I should have done with the last one. But anyways, okay, so $4 going to this challenge right now, and I'll roll one more time. 3. 1, 2, and 3. A roll and save. So we'll again do this D4. $1. We'll do 1 plus 2. So we'll do $3. How about that? And that'll be all for this week for this game. Let me put Miss Ariel back. So I did $3 here. Okay. And let us count. And we still have a couple of numbers on here. Yeah. This challenge has been here for a fat minute. Okay. And this challenge is also assigned to my, this is that payment I was talking about, NCR payments. It's, like I said, I'm just trying to pay back a debt that I have. So this now has a total of 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, $42. Oh my gosh. Heck yeah. That's like the whole month's payment already. It comes out every 2 weeks from my account. And they're about 25 bucks a piece. So that'll be super helpful. Okay, and then we're gonna do this freaking race to the barn, which has been kicking my butt. It's literally, I guess, Mr. Buzz, and we're getting Mr. Potato Head in the dollars here. So anyways, this is designated to TV Affirm, and this is something that I split, like Gabe and I used to split, I guess. So it was 24 bucks a piece for us. But now I just pay it all together or whatever from my account. And this is for our ginormous TV downstairs. So yeah, let me get a D4 so we can roll for this. Okay, so we got 2. And of course we got Mr. Slinky, who we were talking about today. And of course it's the first 2 on the board. Okay, let's roll again. $1! Oh my gosh. Bean Chip Potato Head's gonna win. Okay, one more time. Shut up. It's a 1. I'm not even joking you. That's a 1. Can you see this? That's what it landed on. Literally like this. It's a 1. Mr. Potato Head won, y'all. Oh my gosh. He's the freaking winner. And we're literally in week 2 of July and I'm still working on June. Oh my gosh. This has never happened. Hold on, I'm leaving this out. Oh my gosh, so we're gonna add 1, 2, 3, and $4 to this challenge and be finishing it off and be ending with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and $10 being saved to this challenge. Guys, are you serious? I for sure thought I was gonna get 4s all the way. That's why I was like, yeah, TV Affirm. Totally fine. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this on here so that way I know that this is where this is going. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. I cannot believe this. Okay, let me put this like this and we'll use this pen. Okay, so this is gonna go to TV Affirm, which is in the debt binder. And I am just going, oh my gosh, that's so funny. It's literally not even till next month. I don't even have a challenge in it because I thought this was gonna stuff the entire amount. Oh my gosh, look at this. So it's $54 a month. So we're still gonna need to budget out $44. Oh my gosh, how funny. Okay, so I'm just gonna stuff this like this in here. Okay, and we will get a challenge in here and everything else later. That's so funny, you guys. Okay, so let me go and see what we can do here. So we have $3 left to play for Amanda's challenges. So we'll just put it in here. See what we can do here. Do we have a 3? We do not have a 3, but we do have a 1 and a 2 star, so that equals $3. So we're gonna cheat a little bit there, and then all we have left is this roll and save, and then these 3 $5 pinche scuba helmets, whatever they're called. So that's $15 alone right there. So next week we're gonna have to bump up from being 20 allotted to this, just because already 15 plus is being taken from this alone, not including the group challenge. And well, I won't have another one of these for right now. This will be, I'll probably keep this empty for the meantime until next month, honestly. So for right now, this will just be the NCR payment, and we'll just rotate this like this so we don't have to. Okay, so we added the $3 there. So let's count again, even though I already did and I already forgot. So it's 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $46 already to here. And like I said, that's a large chunk to the NCR payment. So honestly, if we get the full payment there, which with the 15, that's the full month's payment, I'll just add the extra to the TV Affirm, and we'll count it that way. How about that? That actually makes sense. Does that make sense? I hope I remember to do that. Anyways, so that is all for the July challenges that I had budgeted out. So for now, let me put this over here. Okay, for now we have to do I forgot I wanted to stuff. Where is it? Oh, I know where it's at. It's in the rave binder. I need to stuff in the rave binder now. So I only allocated $19 to this binder in total, but we actually have more, as you can tell from being able to save from having some other stuff in there. So now we have 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Sorry, I'm separating this. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 60. This is wrong, isn't it? 10, 20. No way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's already $40 right there. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What the heck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's another 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, and 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Holy moly. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 5 left. Is that correct? Did I mess something up? Did you guys catch something that I didn't? What in tarnation? Everything that I wrote down, and we still have almost the entire cash amount that I brought in to begin with. And I know this is Gasolina, but I'm gonna be allocating that to, I was gonna allocate that just to the kids, but honestly, I could do that in fast food now. I don't know, maybe I messed something up, and if you guys notice, then like let me know. But for right now, I'm gonna stuff what I can then. What the I'm thoroughly confused. Okay, let me focus here. This is my rave binder now. Well, it's not now, but now it looks like this. I put stickers on it, and it still has the same dashboard, but why is Miss Kitty sliding like that? Okay, but the dashboards have changed. So this is the rave one, so the overall rave. I still need to start. Okay, and then this one is rave outfits, and this one has like, see this? Yeah, like that kind of background. This one is Ellie's rave travel, so hers is like this blue. See that? So I'm now separating it by like individually because I have it written down in my binders each, so it's just easier for me to have it this way. This one's mine. It's more pinky than I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be more purple, but it's still cutie. It's still cutie. Okay, so these hundreds that are in here are now hundreds that I IOUs. So I pulled them out of where we had them. So this 100 is no longer in my safe box. So I have to replace that 100. So that is one of the hundreds I need to replace, as well as this has an IOU in here. Yeah, it has a couple IOUs in here, and it does not have the proper amount. So we need to, there's a lot that I need to replenish for this one. And then mine also, this is an IOU now. I think I just said that already, so I just repeated myself. And then Gabe's, oh man, Gabe's took a dinger for the worst. This is essentially a whole IOU now. So yeah, our cat's expensive. I'm sorry. I'm really sad. And I've been not to be depressed about it, but it is what it is. So this is how these look now, and this one is more blue than I thought it was going to be on. It's more green on my computer, but anyways, okay. Hang on. This is the pre-vacation, and this is what the rave one looks like. It has like these bubblies. You see that? Okay. This is pre-vacation, and this one's after vacation, and then this one is my old envelopes, but I am going to be starting Amanda's Disney Icons challenge. So I literally closed my eyes and picked one, and we got the Snuggly Duckling, which is from Tangled, which is right here. And each duck is worth $5. And I am allocating this to, we're going camping as a family. So I'm allocating this for like any travel we want to do as a family. So we've been talking about camping. We've been talking about lagoon. We've been talking about just hiking, you know, doing anything outdoorsy as a family, like traveling to like different areas. We've been talking about since we got like a pretty good confirmation of how long the kids are going to be here, we're able to like solidify a couple of unknowns that we were all unsure about. So now that the kids know that they're going to be here for a while, we've been all excited to plan some trips and like do things together as a little, we've been calling us the dysfunctional family, or the damly. So yeah, this is what this challenge is going to be used for now. So I'm actually going to do, I had allocated just $5, but we're actually going to do $10 since we have a little bit of extra more money. That was bad English, but you know what I mean. Since we have a little bit of extra money, we are going to put it into this. So we will do, let's do this 10 because I've been wanting to save this 10. And then this challenge will total save $20, and then we'll move on to the next. So that's what this one's going to be for. And I'm so excited. So we're going to do it like this. I think, I don't know, like this. If I stain this envelope, it's okay. I don't mind. I've had this for a while. So that is now going in there, and I'm so excited to be starting that. So this, I'm going to change on here and write that it got $10 and not $5. not with the black, with the red. Okay, and then I had an entirely just rave, just $14 for any rave travel I could squeeze in there. But we will actually do a thingy, you know, like a challenge thingy. So I have $2 in here already. Again, this needs to be replenished, and then we have this challenge in here because we need to have $885 in here total, and each of these paws will equal $59. So I hope this makes sense. And I had $2 in here that were gonna be allocated to one of these, so we will just add this into here. So if I can do, let's see, we'll do a 10, so we'll cross off this one. Oh, and this challenge is army pants and flip-flops, and it's from Simply Budgeted, and it's again from the Mean Girls collab. Oh my gosh, my voice is getting like, I've been filming for over an hour straight. My voice is getting croaky. Okay, so we'll add $10 here, and then to cross off a 15er, we'll do 2 right here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's do 14 and 15. Okay. So 25 going to Ellie's Rave Travels. And this is a new tracker, so I will fill that out. And again, for every 59 we get, we will cross off on this. So let me put this. I'm losing my mind. Okay. So perfect in here. Oh, and these IOUs I'm going to talk about for my Ko-fi haul, but they're throughout my entire system now. It's funny. I love them. They're so cute. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, I added the $8, didn't I? To get 10 because I had, oh my gosh, so we took care of that. Okay. So this has a total of 25 for 2 of these being crossed off on here, and we'll continue onwards to the next one. Okay, and this one is My Rave Travels, and let's see, I will show you the challenges here. Okay, so we did this 25 from Angie's Finance, excuse me, and we scratched that off last time, and then each starfish here is equal to 59, and this is from Toria's Budgets. Did I tell you who the last one was from? Amanda, right? I think I said that. So this one is how we'll save the total of 885, which is what we each individually need, which is what I was saying is what I'm trying to focus on right now. So, okay, let me see. This should be 25, correct? Okay, perfect. Let us scratch another one of these. Actually, I'm gonna roll. 1, 2, if I was doing that one. So we'll do this one. Okay, another 25. So close to crossing one of these off. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just needed it to be a little bit more funsy for me. So, okay, hang on. Let's get 25 here. So this is my not 20 section. So this is should be 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Then this is $5. So that's 25 for a total of $50 being added into here. And I'm so thankful. Okay. So we have $50 going into My Rave Travels. Awesome. Okay. Going to Gabe's Rave Travels here. Okay, we have an IOU of 4 to finish crossing off, I believe, one of these. Okay. Okay, so we have 120 for sure, and that's where this challenge is coming in, from What's Poppin' Sunshine, and each square is equal to $59. So that's where this came in. And let me put this here. And then this challenge from Amanda, it's her other core line one, totals $240, and each key is $10. So this one should have $6 here. So that's where this IOU 4 came from. So let's do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Finish this IOU to be able to cross off this one. Okay, perfect. So that's another $10 for that. And then on top of that, let's add a stack of 20 here. So this should be $20, right? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 18, 20. Okay, so 20 and the 10 we just added is 30. And then plus this 120 is 100 and, is it 50? Yeah, that should be 150. Right, because 120 and then we're adding 30. Yep. Okay, so this now has a total of 150. So we're going to cross off 2 of these because we added a stack of 20. And we're at 150 and each is for 59. Hold on. 150. So we can do half a heart here. Okay, awesome. Awesome. So that's the 100. Okay, so we have 150 in here. I'll update all the trackers, like I said, at the end. And then let me see. I don't believe I have any IOUs here. Oh, I have an IOU $1 here for pre-vacay. And I think this is for this scratch. Yeah, this is from Amanda, again over at Budget with Amanda, and this will save us a total of 30. And I don't believe we didn't have enough to finish the $5, so there is that for this. So we have $5 going into here for a total of, that should be 12, right? Yeah, for a total of $12 here. So let's scratch one more and see if we can do that. And listen, I hate the way these scratch because I don't have physical like, oh, maybe I can use that. I didn't realize I had this. Okay, let's scratch. Oh, it's already here. And we're gonna do 4 for this ice cream. So let's add in $4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for a total of $16 for pre-vacay, and we'll do it this way. Let me see here. I have an IOU here. Okay. I have an IOU of $1 here. Okay. 2, 3, 4, and we have 5 here. Okay, so there's our IOU of $1. And we can fully cross off this watermelon. And let's add another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. So this should now have $10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. And this is from Toria's Budgets. She sent this to me in some Happy Mail. And like I said, I assigned each watermelon to be 5. And then this challenge is from the Secret Budgeter, and each one is equal to $20. And that's just so we can have a larger amount in our rave outfits. That's something that I already know that's going to be expansive. Okay. I'm not going to stuff anything into rave physically itself. Yeah. We're going to leave that. And I think I covered all these IOUs. So let's see. How much money do we have left? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. $18 here. We're going to go to our variables. I'm gonna do a little bit on fast food. So let's do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do the number 8 because we have $8 right here. Okay, so $8 going to fast food, and then honestly, probably whatever Gabby brings me back is what I'll add into there. So we'll put $8 into fast food here. I'm gonna cover this IOU of $1 right here. I don't think I have any other IOUs. Just making sure. I don't know, guys. Sometimes I seemingly just have an IOU randomly everywhere. I don't know why or how, but I do. Let's go to gaming chairs. Okay, I'm not gonna cover this IOU 23. We'll see what we have right here. Hang on. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So let's add 5 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we have $4 here. Let's do the next roll to be a 4, which I know is probably cheating, but then we'll still IOU 23 in here because today we'll have been adding 9. So let me write that down really quick. Now I'm just adding it as if the IOU was not here. So if this didn't say 23. So in total there will be $45. But right now there should be 22. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, which is correct with an IOU of 23. And let me fully scratch what we've done. Hang on. Oh, what to stuff. Okay, 7 for next week. I'm gonna keep this over here now because I like it way more. Okay, so $7 will be added to this next week. And hopefully by that point also I'll have this IOU figured out. I just haven't put it back because I'm honestly just waiting until all of the other bills are paid, and then I'll pay back like the larger IOUs that I have, like rave first though, for sure. So there is that, and that's all of our money. Thank goodness. Holy moly, that felt like a forever cash stuffing, but we got like a lot of bills covered. I hope I did all of that right. Again, if you caught me doing something that I missed or I wasn't supposed to be doing, please let me know, because I somehow ended up with way more at the end than I thought. Maybe my math was just wrong. I don't freaking know. I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't really know. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this part and then, I gotta do some other filming. But, thank you so much for joining me, today, and for dealing with the struggle bus that is me and all the craziness that ensues with that. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. We hit 200 subscribers. I'm gonna be doing a 200 subscriber giveaway here, probably in this next video that I film. But yeah, so be on the lookout for that, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below. I love chatting with you guys, even though it might take me some time to respond back. I will eventually respond back, but I love chatting with you guys. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.